The Cardinals and the Rams. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Jones looking to throw right away. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 125 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Jones, off play action. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Tucker's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest. Oh, let's turn it up.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. The Cardinals at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5. And complete to Drake London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Complete to number 13.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Operating from the gun. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught at the 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I think we should put a stopwatch on that. When you talk about having all day to throw the football, able to scan the field, find someone open after a long time, big-time credit to the offensive line for protection. That's what we used to call throwing out of the rocking chair.
Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Foul. Defense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, caught by London. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got London on a slant. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cole Kmet, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Jones throwing on first down, and that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking left sideline, incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Jones. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing deep for Stewart. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd,
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Jones. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. 30-24 was the final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too out of bounds and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity
and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
He's going to air one out. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Swift. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jones now on 3rd down. Got a man. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Inside the 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. A fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to the running game with Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Holding offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his man, London, right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finds Kmet on the quick slant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year, and the Cardinals are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Rams ready to go on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jones now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw again on second down. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Cardinals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.